Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Amazon fees, okay? So as a lot of you guys know who may already be Amazon sellers, there are tons and tons of different fees that you can be charged as a seller, okay? In today's video, we're specifically going to be talking about three main fees, okay? Which you do actually have an input in, and you can actually potentially look to reduce these just by making a few simple tweaks within the way you do things and the way you look at your business, okay? So the first one is going to be fulfillment fees. The second one is going to be referral fees. And then finally, we're going to talk about storage fees, okay? And as a lot of you will know, these fees really can rack up and add up really fast if you are, selling a lot of volume on Amazon. So even the small 1 to 3% can make a huge difference, especially when you get to 50, 100, 200K a month, right? Okay, so this video will help anybody who's doing 3, 4, 5K a month, or it can potentially help people who are doing 30, 40, 50, 100K a month. And really, as an Amazon business owner, as you scale up the business, you should always be looking for the small 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% differences that you can make within the business just to increase that margin or increase that efficiency or increase the profitability somewhere within the business as these are going to make the huge difference. And as you scale, that's really going to be your main job to make sure that all of these small areas are managed against KPIs and they are everything is done efficiently, okay? So we'll start off with the referral fee, okay? So for those of you who don't know, there is two main types of fees that you get charged when you sell a product on Amazon. So say, for example, you will sell something for £10. You have the referral fee and the FBA fee. So the referral fee is where you will get charged a certain percentage of the sale price to actually just use Amazon's platform and to sell on there, okay? So just by having access to all of Amazon's customers and having access to all of their marketing material, etc., they charge you this fee, okay? Now, the FBA fee is called the Fulfillment by Amazon fee, and that is for the actual fulfillment of the product, okay? So when Joe Blogs goes and orders one of your products on Amazon, they will obviously fulfill it in one of their Amazon vans, and one of their staff members or their couriers, their partners, will actually deliver the product for you, okay? So that's what the fulfillment fee is charged for, and they are two separate fees, okay? So I'll talk about the fulfillment fee a little bit more later on, but for now, we'll just talk about the referral fee, sorry. So the referral fee really can depend massively on the product category and the sale price that you sell it for, okay? So say, for example, you are selling, an automotive product. That may have a 15% referral fee, okay? But whereas if you sell a baby changing product, it could have a 7% referral fee, okay? So I'll leave a link below this video to the chart, but basically Amazon have a full sheet and a database of what percentage referral fees they charge on each individual product category, as it can differ quite a lot between all of the categories. But realistically, they are all between 6% and 15%. So the maximum you would pay, if you sold something for £10, the maximum you would realistically be paying as a referral fee is £1.50. But you could be paying as low as 60 pence, okay, which is 6%. Now, the first tip that a lot of people either don't know about or don't tell you about is that if you sell a product under £10, it can sometimes have a different percentage referral fee, okay? So we're gonna take the baby niche here as an example, okay? Say, for example, in the baby niche, anything above £10 could be charged at 15%, okay? So if you sell something for £20, 15% of that is £3, which you'll pay in the referral fee, okay? If you were to sell that product for £10 or £9.99, you may only actually have to pay 6% on it, okay? And this is because Amazon have basically introduced something where anything that's low cost, sometimes it can have a reduction on the referral fee. So this can be really beneficial when you're selling things just above the £10 mark, okay? So I pretty much learned this out the hard way, and was selling a product for around, about 12 months, 18 months, something like that. And I was selling it around £10.49 all the way up to like £11.49, okay? And I actually found it much more profitable to sell it at £9.99 than I did at £10.99. And that was simply because there was a reduction in referral fee from 15% all the way down to 6% just by reducing my price, which I totally just didn't realize, okay? So one time when I was just playing about the pricing, I just figured this out, and then I was like, right, okay, let me check all of my other products. And then basically went through all of my other products, and some of the products, it actually made sense to reduce the price, and I would make more percentage profit margin, but I'd also make more pound profit. So say, for example, I was selling something at £10.49, I could have been making £2 profit per unit. If I reduce that to £9.99, I might make £2.20 or £2.30 profit, okay? Which sounds pretty crazy, but it's just the way the referral fee structure works, okay? So the first tip is to go through all of your products, check the category of the product and check the referral fee to see whether, sometimes it can even be more profitable to sell something at £9.99 than £11.49, like genuinely. So, the first thing I would do is just go check all of your products, and anything that tipples just above the £10 mark, just make sure that you have worked it out at £9.99, right? Because you may be able to, sell the product for cheaper and make more profit. And ultimately, if you're selling the product for 5-10% cheaper, you're probably going to get more volume and more volume of sales going through that as well. So say, for example, you might be selling 10 units a day at £10.49. If you reduce it to £9.99, it may bump up the bestseller rank, it may make your product more competitive, and you may be able to sell 15 a day or 12 a day, okay? So that can be one really good tip, and that's the first thing that I would do to look to reduce your fee. Now, obviously that is not going to work with every single product, but I would definitely go and check, even if you've only got 10, 20, 30 products, just go and check them all and see whether or not you can reduce the price and fiddle about with it, right? Because it could make, 2, 3, 4, 5% margin difference, which, doesn't sound like a lot on the face of it, but really at scale, these things really do matter. So now we'll move on to the fulfillment fee, which I just mentioned what it was a moment ago, but basically it is the fulfillment charge that Amazon will charge you for actually fulfilling the product and pick, packing and dispatching and shipping the product to your customer, okay? So with the fulfillment fee, there is actually a couple of different ways that you can look to reduce this, okay? So as some of you old school Amazon sellers will know, there used to be a program called the Small and Light program, okay? Which if your product was under £9.99, I think, and it was small and it was light, you could enroll it into what's called this Small and Light program, and it would significantly reduce the fees, right? They abolished this around about a year ago, I think, but they've introduced something similar, which will just automatically enroll every single product into, right? It basically just means if your sale price is under £9.99, then some products, if they are small, they can potentially get a reduction in fulfillment fee, okay? Exactly the same as the referral fee. If you are selling a product at £10.49, your fee may be £2. If you put it under £9.99, it may go down to £1.60 or £1.50. And again, this is why it's so important to check any products that are above £9.99 and that maybe they're £10.49 or £10.99 or £11.49. You can potentially get a reduction in your fees, so your referral fee and your FBA fee, which could make a huge potential difference to the margins that you're making on the products, right? So that is the first thing I'd do, and I'd definitely have a look at that. As I said, it's not going to work with every product, but it can work with, even if it only works with 1, 2, 3 products, okay? It can easily add up, and you can maybe make a couple of £100 more profit per month just by simply reducing your price, right? Which sounds pretty crazy, okay? Now, you can do this through BuyBot Pro, or you can do it manually. So if you enter in all of your profitability details into BuyBot Pro, if you put the sale price at £9.99 and then £10.99, it should work out the correct referral and fulfillment fee difference. So it should be able to tell you whether it's more profitable, or you can just do it manually through the inventory or use software that you already use, like maybe like SellerAmp or whatever, right? We just personally use BuyBot Pro. Now, the second way that you can actually potentially reduce your fulfillment fees, your FBA fulfillment fee, is actually by having your product remeasured, okay? So sometimes your fulfillment fee may actually be incorrect, okay? And this can be for a multitude of different reasons. It may be because of the way you've packed it. It may be just because it's an Amazon error. But basically, say, for example, your product is 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters by 5 centimeters, okay? And for that, for those dimensions, you should be being charged £2.50. But for some reason, you go onto your inventory and you're being charged £2.80, okay? You can have a look at that and you can understand, why that is, and basically request what's called a remeasure to Amazon. So Amazon will remeasure your product and double check that it is definitely in the correct fulfillment fee category and you're definitely being charged the correct amount in fees. We've had it recently where a couple of really fast selling lines have been incorrectly charged fulfillment fees, okay? So we've gone on and we've had the product remeasured and we've actually, saved maybe 10p, 20p, 30p, 40p per unit sometimes even like 80p a pound in fulfillment fee difference just by simply getting your products remeasured, okay? So sometimes they may just be measured incorrectly. Obviously with a product that is, maybe in a box, it's not subjective. It can only be measured one way and it isn't, it can't be squished down or anything like that, right? But sometimes when you've got like a pack of 3, pack of 4, pack of 5, you can pack it in different ways to make it more efficient and to fit it into the lower fee category. So if you're selling multi-packs, anything above a pack of one, make sure that you've looked at the FBA fee chart and make sure that you've optimized the packaging in a way where you basically pay the least amount of fees, okay? Because sometimes even just stacking two units on top of each other, for example, in a pack of two, it might be easy to pack it, but it may mean that instead of it going in a small envelope, it may now need to go into a small parcel, okay? Just as an example, right? But you just need to make sure you're packing your products efficiently and making sure that they are really within the right fee categories, okay? Because this can save you a ton of money. You know, we have a procedure where every time a product comes in, it will get remeasured and it will make sure it's optimized for the correct fee category, right? But for years, again, we lost out on a lot of different fees and some products were probably not profitable on the face of it, but if they were just packed slightly differently, then they probably would be profitable, right? So that, again, that's another way to really simply reduce your fees. Now, finally is storage fees, okay? So this one is kind of a hidden fee that a lot of people don't really think about, or sometimes they don't even check and they don't really fully understand, right? So with the storage fees, I think you get up to about 30 days worth of free storage in Amazon. So if you send your product into the fulfillment centers, I think you get around 30 days, at the time of filming this video, don't quote me on it, but around 30 days of free fulfillment storage, okay? So really what you want to be doing is optimizing the amount of stock that you send in, okay? You don't want to be sending too little amount of stock into Amazon where you're constantly selling out and you're not getting good buy box rotation. But on the other hand, you don't want to be sending too much stock in where you may be sending 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks worth of stock in at a time, and you're constantly being charged month on month heavily amounts of storage fees, okay? Because these can really add up without you actually realizing. So just make sure you are sending ideally around 20 to 30 days worth of stock for each product into the Amazon fulfillment center at once to make sure that you're not being charged, overly charged on your storage fees. If your storage fees are anything above maybe 1% of your monthly revenue, you've got a bit of a problem and you need to basically optimize that and manage it against a better KPI and just optimize it better, right? So those 3 ways, really, if you double down and manage them, get some good KPIs put in place, really you will be able to reduce your Amazon fees quite significantly, probably, if you're not already doing this already. So this can be a really great way just to increase that extra bit of margin, maybe get that extra 3, 4, 5, 6% out of your profit margin, which will make all of the difference and it will pretty much all drop to your bottom line. With that being said, if you are an Amazon seller currently, maybe you're doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, wholesale, whether you've literally just started a month ago or whether you are 6, 12 months deep into your Amazon journey and you're maybe doing anywhere from 5, 10, 15, even £20,000 in revenue per month, and you're really looking to scale this to the 6 figures per month mark within 12 months, go to the description of this video and book in a call with either myself or my team, okay? And we'll just have a quick informal conversation about whether or not we can actually help you grow your Amazon business, okay? We've done it with ourselves. We've done it with loads of other students. If you go to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see, we really do scale Amazon businesses and we really are in the trenches of growing and building Amazon businesses ourselves, right? So if you are really serious about scaling your Amazon business, go to the comments of this video and book in a call and I'll look forward to speaking with you. But other than that, thank you very much for watching the video. Drop it a like, subscribe, and drop any future video ideas in the comments. And we will be sure to make some new content on those videos. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.